Remember when you were a kid and you saw the sea monkeys and you ordered them from that catalog and you were pretty excited because they looked like had crowns and they were basically like little people and they were going to be swimming around in your tank and it was going to be really cool. And then they came and you got them going and they were quite a disappointment. It was just these tiny little shrimp that you could barely see. What we're going to do today is a lot more exciting than sea monkeys. We're going to turn sugar into alcohol, and hopefully a tasty, drinkable alcohol. So this is alchemy in a sense, and basically how it works, we got a little packet of yeast, and we're going to pour a little bit of that into our juice, straight from the store. Haven't added anything to this. Pour a little yeast in there, and this is champagne yeast. You can use other kinds as well. Over here we've got, in our no-rinse cleaning solution, got stoppers, and this stopper fits the mouth of this jar. Got different sizes of these. So we're just gonna fit that in there. And then go in here and grab one of our airlocks, put that in there, and then we put a little bit of water on the side of the airlock there, and then the airlock cap. After about a week, much of the sugar will have turned into alcohol, and then you can either leave it in there and let it ferment some more, or you can pull it out then, just depending on how sweet you want it to be. I've poured a little bit, so you don't have to do this, but this is a way to measure how much. Basically you're measuring the specific gravity, and it's going to give you a relative idea of how much alcohol you've created. So it does show you a potential alcohol content. So this, right now, it's floating in here, and it says it is about 6.5%. So that's how much sugar can potentially be turned into alcohol. So we're just gonna put this in the basement, let it sit for a week or two. We'll give it another test with our hydrometer, see how much we have fermented, and if it looks like it's going well, then we will just take it out, put it in the fridge, and enjoy it. Here we've got pineapple coconut, and it's got 39 grams of sugar, so I didn't have to add any sugar to that one. And papaya nectar. This one has 31 grams of sugar, so that one's fine as well. And then we've just got apple juice, which so far has been, I would say, my best success. And this one has 30 grams of sugar, so all of these are fine amounts of sugar. Don't have to add any sugar to them. If you do find a juice that has, less than, say, 25 grams or so per serving, then you would maybe add some granulated sugar to that, or honey or something like that. You can see this stuff bubbling, which is a good sign that something's happening. And the airlock will occasionally bubble up like that. So we're making alcohol. Pretty exciting. Alright, so it's been a couple weeks and we've got our juices here. You can tell that there's been some action going on with these. Looks like it's about 2.5, so 6.5 minus 2.5, we've got about 4% alcohol in this. And this is the papaya nectar drink that we made, and it's got about 6.5% alcohol, and it's not very sweet at all, so a lot of the sugars got turned into alcohol. It's an interesting taste since it's not very sweet, but I think a lot of people would acquire a taste for this. It's actually quite good. The other drinks we made were the pineapple coconut, and that one ended up being about 6% alcohol. That was also quite good. Again, most of the sweetness was gone. We could have fermented it for less time and it would have been, it retained some of its sweetness, and some people might like that better, but I enjoyed it. And the best one, I thought, again, was the apple juice, which I've done in the past. And that one we actually could have fermented a little bit longer because it stayed kind of sweet, and it was about 4% alcohol. So if you want to make some amazing drinks like we did here, get your stuff at www.simplebrewkits.com, and you can begin your own experimentation in fermentation. Cheers.